Good evening and welcome back. Today is the 21st of December, which is winter solstice. So, I thought it was a rather fitting night to post about the next dream that I had. So, in the previous video, I talked about the first weird and memorable dream that I still remember, and one of a series of dreams that share the same theme. So anyway, a little bit more background before I talk about the next dream. If you haven't noticed by now, I am not entirely um, American in the sense that I was not born in America. I am Hispanic, and no, I am not Mexican. I was born in a rather small country outside of the States. I moved to America when I was 14, so I spent a great deal of time, half of my lifetime now, living in America. Anyhow, uh, so the first dream started with me being back in my hometown, walking on the main street. As I was walking around, it was the middle of the day. I saw people that I used to know back when I was a kid, when I walked the same street, with the only difference is just that some buildings were new and had changed, and that's obviously because of the passing of time. But anyway, I was walking, looking at the people. Everyone was, just going on about their daily lives. Um, just talking, being happy, I suppose. Anyhow, so as I'm walking, all of a sudden, there were no people around me. I was by myself, and it felt like I was by myself in this town. I can't tell for sure if I was or not, I just got that feeling in the dream. Mind you, when I'm dreaming, I usually don't feel anything, because it is a dream, it's just pictures. So most of my dreams, I never felt anything whatsoever. But this time I felt that I was alone, and somehow I was okay with that. Weird. So anyhow, I am walking and I stopped um, at a corner where across the street was um, kind of like not a library, but a place where you buy like school supplies. I can't think of the name right off the top of my head. Anyway, it was just one of those places where you bought like papers, school supplies, and whatnot. So anyway, I stopped. I looked to the sky, a little bit towards the eastern. It was almost noontime in my dream, and I look to the sky and I see the sun a little bit off to my left hand side before reaching the zenith. Now I was walking towards a north direction, or was it south? Yeah, crud, I don't remember. Um, but anyway, I was walking. Um, Dang it. I can't remember. Why can't I remember? So yeah, I was actually walking towards the north. I am such an idiot. Can't believe I forgot that. Anyway, I was walking towards the north, and as I look up, I see the sun almost about to reach the zenith, like right overhead, just a little bit off to the left hand side. So um, before I start walking again, right before I take the next step, I stopped, and I looked to the sky again, just this time to my right hand side, and I see a star. And I am thinking to myself, huh, that's weird. Why is there a star when it's the middle of the day? Like, that shouldn't happen. Well, I didn't pay too much attention to it, and I was about to resume walking. I have no idea where I was going. Um, but again, before I took another step, I stopped again, and I looked up, and I just kept staring at this star. And the star just kept getting bigger and brighter. So as time passed, this star just kept getting brighter and brighter and brighter. So now I'm getting a sense that, something is wrong. So now it's getting a little bit difficult for me to actually stare at the star because it's just too bright. So I hold my hand up in front of my face to cover the star because it is too bright. And as I am covering the star with my hands, I look off to the right side of my hand, towards the sky, and I could see the outlines of planets. And one of the planets looked like Jupiter. So as I keep looking at the planets, I start thinking, like, well, holy crap, like, oh my god, that star is actually part of a solar system. It is dragging a whole bunch of planets this way. So as I keep looking at the planets, at the outline of the planets, they just keep getting bigger and they keep getting closer. Now I start feeling dread. I start feeling terror. Like I said, I've never really felt anything in my dreams because to me they are just pictures. It is a dream. I feel nothing. But this time I felt terror. I felt dread because not only did I realize we were all about to die in the next couple of minutes, I think, but I realized, my own mortality. And that was a very scary thing. And, pardon the noise, I'm actually outside, if you haven't noticed by the moon. Anyway, so I am filled with this sense of fear, with dread, terror, that I just can't even begin to describe. And like as they kept getting closer, before I guess they hit Earth, I woke up. Now, for the first time in my life, I woke up sweating, and it was a really big shock to me because this has never happened. This had never happened to me until that time. So anyway, that was the dream. That's the second dream. Now, about that dream, I actually posted um, on Reddit. And if anyone is interested in looking at some of the dumb things that I've posted on Reddit, do let me know. But anyway, let me know what you think about that. I know it's the second one, but trust me, the next couple of dreams they get a little bit more insane, and they are they are similar, but they just get more detail. They get longer and a little bit more insane. Well, at any rate, thank you for watching. I will post about the next stream in the next couple of days. I hope everybody is well and you all have a good night. Alrighty.